G'day people of YouTube, welcome to another episode of Jet Tech. So today we're going to do a quick video on how to drive a jet ski for beginners. Now we supply people from professional athletes on the water that are highly experienced to people that it's their absolutely first jet ski and they've never driven one before. So I'm here to tell you and give you a few tips on some things to know for your first time out in the water. Now, before even thinking about getting on the water, you want to make sure that you're familiar with your local waterway rules. Do you need a jet ski license in your area? Where are the 6-knot zones, exclusion zones, and etc. like that? So just become familiar with your local rules. Second thing, make sure you've got all the right safety gear. So a life vest that is compliant with your local laws. Other things like flares, V sheets, something like maybe even a PLB, which I always carry in my ski. Make sure you got all the right safety gear. Quick tip before you put your ski in the water, make sure you put your bungs in. So you've usually got 2 bungs on either side of the jet ski at the back, 2 little black threaded bungs. Just make sure they're always in. A lot of people make that mistake. Step 3, your ski's now in the water and you're ready to go have some fun. We need to know how to drive the jet ski, so all your controls. First thing, you're gonna have a key lanyard. Now I got a Yamaha here, Sea-Doos, they're usually in the middle here. So you wanna click the key on, and then put your wristband around, or if they got a clip it onto your life vest. Always make sure your key is connected to you when the ski is running. Why you attach it to you is if you happen to do yourself a mischief and fall off, if you pull that out, if you go flying off and that pulls out, it cuts the ski. So your engine turns off. It's a safety feature, every jet ski has it. Hey, see, ski's off. Kill switch. What a great device. Now, this is your throttle on the right hand side. They're progressive with the response of how much you trigger it. So same as your car pedals on a car. So you just go a little bit and it will only go a little bit. So number one mistake people do as well with the throttle, it's called whiskey throttle. If they panic, they squeeze it and then they go flying into something. So anyway, throttle on the right side. Left side, most late model skis are going to have neutral and reverse and they're always on the left side. So you'll usually go, click it once, will go into neutral, hold it down, it goes into reverse. If you've got a Sea-Doo, you hold that down and you actually control the reverse power with your right throttle. All this is the back bucket of the ski coming down. So that's your throttle and your neutral and your reverse. It's also a brake on a Sea-Doo as well. Now we got trim. Trim is quite important. So these are 2 buttons off your handlebar. So most of the time you just leave it in the middle position. But if you go all the way down, that's going to bring the ski down, and when it's all the way down, you're going to turn a lot sharper because the hull is digging in the front and it's going to be a much more responsive turn. Put it all the way up, then the hull's going to be up and you're going to be dragging less. You actually use a little bit less fuel and you can get a higher top speed with your trim all the way up, but it's going to be a little bit less responsive. But most of the time you just need to leave it in the middle position. If you're towing a tube, you'll put it all the way down, or a wakeboard or something like that, because they're pulling on the ski and you need to get that nose back down. If you're in really choppy water, you might lift it all the way up so you've got a bit of a drier ride. So throttle, your neutral, reverse, and your trim, and your key. Now on and off button, when you turn your ski on and off, your button's usually on the right hand side. Oh, are they on the left on my older Yamaha maybe? Anyway, when you turn your ski on, don't turn it on right here on the sand. You want to make sure, pushing it out, give me a second. Now when you're starting your ski, you want to make sure that you're in enough water. It's a vacuum clean underneath. I've always said that it will suck up debris or sand or rocks and run it through your impeller. Usually I like to be in waist depth water, but definitely do not be in anything less than your knee depth of water. Now that we understand the controls of a jet ski, it's now time to go drive it. Number 1 rule with your throttle and your steering. If you try turn without no throttle on, your jet ski does not turn. You've got a jet pump at the back that turns left to right, and that's only powered by throttle because your impeller's on the inside of that. So when you go left, make sure you accelerate. So turning the left hand down will make your jet ski go left. Right hand down will make your jet ski go right. make sure you're always using a bit of throttle. Now, if you're a bit worried that you're gonna hit something in front, you can also pulse the throttle, and that can also help you turn a little bit more faster if you're not wanting to go full throttle on it. So a lot of beginners do get that wrong and don't realize that you need throttle to turn, so it is a common mistake. The most common accidents happen because of that, so just take that into consideration. Making sure when you're driving a ski for your first time, you can go buy 300 horsepower jet skis that do 0 to 100, I think it's like 4.3 seconds, faster than pretty much 95% of cars on the road. Skis are fast. Don't go out there and go, oh yeah, I'm the man, and freaking hold down your throttle. We've seen so many accidents like that happen. You can also have beginner keys for Sea-Doos. You can also have different modes as well, economy mode, and there's learner modes and etc. that reduce the throttle response, and which can make it a bit safer. But just take your time. Like, don't go out in a very busy area to start. Just go somewhere where there's not many people and get familiar with turning your jet skis. When you turn, you want to lean into the corners. You don't want to be turning into a corner but trying to lean the opposite way. That goes for your passengers as well. And take note, if you got passengers on your ski, it's harder for them to hold on, unless they got Jet-Tech vests with handles or our seat straps with a handle. We make straps for passengers because Yummies don't have any handles there. Quick little note there, you'll see a link in the description below. Now, the ocean is very unpredictable, so don't go out in heavy surf conditions if you're not familiar with surf conditions, because you can find yourself in a world of strife, underwater obstructions and etc. like that. Always keep an eye on where you're going and follow your channel markers, and also with the etiquette of riding a ski out there. Remember, a jet ski is a very maneuverable machine. Big boats can't maneuver as fast as a jet ski can, so give way to larger vessels and etc. Be considerate of swimmers when you're coming into the shore. You don't want to be hooking in. Someone could be diving underwater and pop up, bang, you hit them in the head. That would suck. So guys, I hope this is helpful. There's a few tips on how to drive a ski for beginners and a few things to take note of. If you've got any questions, drop a comment in below. We're always here and happy to help. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and stay up to date with the latest tips.